Good morning, everyone. It's Joker, and today we are back with another slime video. And moving into the Chamber of Reminiscence stages, these are different than the Chamber of Aspects fights because we can only use the free-to-play characters. So anyone from a meta that's been released, both protectors and battle units. It encompasses all of them, so whether they're the old 4 stars that are 5 stars or the old 5 stars that are 6 stars, as long as they were given away for free at any point, that's what you can use. So this, at least the stages themselves, will also be added into the normal pool of chamber stages at the end of the period. So they have Chamber of Reminiscence up here, it goes up to 7, which I have a mission to do apparently. And if we go into the limited time, we're starting on Chamber 8. So they will get added after the event is over, but they're going to have a higher population requirement to start. But they will be the exact same stages, and their rewards will reset, so you can get another 3 EX Protector Shards. These fights, they're going to be more accessible to people, because for the aspect stages, you need specific forces, EX characters. These are very much toned down, and it's only free-to-play characters. It's just that, how long have you been around? How many free-to-play characters, how many metas have you played? How many of them have you maxed out? That's the only thing. This is more of a longevity kind of an event than anything else. But let's go ahead and get started. Alright, moving into the final Chamber of Reminiscence stage, Stage 10, wants us to use a space magic team. Now, this one might actually give people some difficulty. Not because he has really high HP, he doesn't. He has very high attack, so he hits you very, very hard. He nerfs green orb damage. Specifically damage, not gauge, so you can still bring a green team if you want. It's just that your orbs are not going to do anything close to what you want to. He also, after turn 2, every single turn randomizes your orbs. Really, really annoying. So sometimes it works out for you. Sometimes you see the incoming hand and it's terrible, and he changes it and actually works better for you. That can happen. It does happen. But also he could take away a really good hand and make it shit. So that's not what makes this fight overly hard, though. It's annoying. But what makes it difficult is that if you drop him low enough, he will heal. Heal 50% here. Heal 20% here. Increases his own defense. So if you don't bring him down below a certain threshold and then just kill him or do something to him passively, he's going to heal pretty much all his HP back. And that is not what you're looking to do. So we have to really burst him down very quickly or use Vengeance, because it's passive damage and it doesn't count for his heal because his turn is already over. So let's build some teams. Alright, Space Team. We're going to use the Visions of Coleus Satoru Rimuru Protector. He's going to give Cleash the extra damage against wind enemies. Cleash also being a single target space magic character who's orb changing to blues. And the magic debuff will make this team work fairly well. And then we put a whole bunch of other blue orb changers. We've also got the Frey from the original half anniversary. Another blue orb changer, another single target space character. And then orb changers, alt swappers, la-di-da. So pretty typical stuff going on here. But we do have to do significant amounts of damage to Veldora so we can negate his little heal effect. So we do have to pay attention to that and pay attention to his HP levels. And then when we're really, really ready, we attempt to pop the magic debuff from Cleash and then whatever stacks of Satra we can, because he's going to give us guaranteed synergy, which without synergy power it's not great, but it does help us do a bit more damage. And that was a bad run, so let's go ahead and come back to, though we had a bunch of bad runs. Oh wow, okay, hold on. My bad. I didn't vet this clip before we started. But turn 1, orb change, 5 blues. We can bring Cleash in, we can send a whole bunch of space orbs. And they do decent damage to him. His HP bar is going down. So that's nice. This hand, not so good. But Veldora's going to start randomizing after this turn, so whatever you see pop in is actually not what's going to happen. So here, oh yeah, look at that. Oh yeah, never mind. But it worked out, because we can just use Geld now, and that actually is very nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Double Satro, 64 skill points, not a lot. You could use a skill point charm, you could use protection gauge charm, whatever you want to do, but randomized, and that didn't really work out in our favor, unfortunately. So we're just going to send these oranges and pray that he can randomize us into a better hand next turn. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3. And that's not a great hand. That is a workable hand, though. So sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. This is definitely 120% RNG. Like, it's even more RNG than the orb stages normally would be. But we need to get ults for our 2 ladies. We need to get enough points. And now we're getting points at a good clip. We're getting like 101 back or something. But orb changes are going to start getting really expensive. So here, okay, yeah, that's something. So we'll alt swap, we will cleach change, and then we will convert with Gobta. Yeah, boom, because it's cheap. And then we'll use Satro. And then the next turn, I think we're going to attempt to nuke. So full 6-hand send of space units. Thankfully, we did not drop him down below the threshold. I don't know what his threshold is. I can't really tell, because it looks like he's at about 30% HP, but I don't really know. But this works out. So here, we'll bring Rieger in, we'll use his orb change, we'll use the magic debuff, we'll use Satro to give us synergy, and then we'll go ahead and send our full hand of alts and space attacks. And Frey does 25k, Cleach does 34k, and then we've got Cleach doing the final hit. And that, for being, he heals a lot, blah, 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 and he randomizes your orbs. Like, it wasn't that difficult. It wasn't that bad. Now, if you don't have Satro and Cleach, things might be a little more rough for you. But let's do something else that we know can win. And that something we know it can win is called Vengeance. Huff and Glue. Why? Because I don't want to deal with this heal. So, Albis, not nearly as good as Velzard, but gives us 1 turn of the Vengeance counters, gives us a little bit extra skill points on greens. Remember that green damage is nerfed, but not gauge, so we can still get good hands out of this if he wants to RNG us in some good hands. Free to play Yom, also applying Vengeance, and then a whole butt ton of orb changers into green orbs. Again, if you don't have, like, Tsubasa, just use a different green converter. You could bring the other Aaron, you could bring Isis. Literally anyone works. Gazel is here because both him and Yom are on Divine General, so we could attempt to get extra skill points out of that if we wanted to. I don't know how efficient it is in the grand scheme of things, but I wanted to have options. He'd be good on, like, the Frey team for his massive 90-point skill for weakness resistance down and element down, if you wanted to nuke a little bit more efficiently with Frey and a green team. But here, orb change, and then the single Gazel orb change, because it's Yom. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're still getting good gauge, good points. It's just our orbs don't do that much damage. But now we have access to Albis. So here, orbs are randomized. It actually works out pretty well for us again. So we can bring Tsubasa in and use her special convert. I think I misplay and I don't bring Veldora in. So, I somehow forget to use the 70% gauge increase in Veldora, which is the entire friggin' reason I brought him. And I put Albis on. I think I check afterwards, be like, oh. Yeah, and then I decide, okay, well, we already have everyone with the counterattack up, so no point in swapping out. We want as many stacks of Vengeance as possible, so we don't want to leave someone out. So 1, 2, and 3. So we've got 6 stacks of Vengeance. It's 2 more turns until it actually starts hitting them. We only get 50% skill point. We also have the heal charm on to prevent us from taking any unnecessary damage, because Veldora does have a high attack stat, which is why Vengeance is so good on him, because it does a lot of damage. But now we'll bring Veldora in. Now we'll use the green buff. We'll send these orbs, we get all of our points back, plus another use of Albis, so we'll put another stack of Vengeance on, because we'll make a lot of it back. 9,200 damage, 11,000, oh, yeah, something. But now we have 9 stacks, and then we've got Vengeance counters, I think, active? No, we'll have an active next turn. But you see, even Sufia, type advantage, is down to half HP already, so 9 stacks in. Let's orb change, boom, boom. And we gotta make sure we're changing the right orbs. Veldora should only change his. Yep, okay, there we go. And then we can bring Gazel in for... Okay, yeah, let's do that instead. Okay. Special convert with Tsubasa, and then we'll Vengeance again. And now we'll have 12 stacks at the end of this, because he's going to hit us 3 times, I think. Oh, counterattack. That actually helps us out a lot. That's another stack right there. And then 4,700 doesn't really matter. 1, 2, so 3 stacks total, it's 12. And then 97,000 damage. And now he's going to die, because we have all these Yom orbs. And even if he doesn't die, if he heals, then he'll heal himself back up, but then he'll continue to take Vengeance damage, and we'll just slowly whittle him down, because we'll keep applying more and more as time goes on. But this should be the end of the fight. 7,000, 8,500, and then there we go. Yom took it out. So good job, Vengeance team. You did a bulk of that, his HP in 1 turn. So there we go. There are 2 teams that can take on the final Chamber of Reminiscence stage. If you have any other wildly different team builds, please let me know in the comments. But that's it from me. Take it easy, and I'll see you all later.